Hi everyone, thank you all for joining to my presentation. Let me introduce myself. My name is Oleh Dmytrenko. I'm a PhD student of Institute for Information Recording of National Academy of Science of Ukraine. And today I'm going to talk about subject domain models of jurisprudence according to Google Scholar Scientometrics data. Professor Dmytro Lande and Doctor of Philosophy Radziievska are the co-author of this work. First of all, I would like to say that the modern information space is characterized by the rapid development of dynamic information streams distributed in the web space, in other words, the internet. But it's not always made possible to get the necessary information that the user needs in response to their request from the massive information flows and huge amount of data that they contain. In particular, this arises because such streams contain a lot of unnecessary data. That is why there is a pressing need for research and developing a new method and approach of retrieving, analyzing and extracting information, and also its convenient visual presentation. A very significant step in the comprehensive research of the thematic text flows is the detailed formalized representation of knowledge suitable for automated processing, the creation of the subject domain models, terminological ontologies including legal ones. A particular step in this formalization is to identify the basic objects, in our case to identify the key terms. The task of effective selection of individual terms from the text corpus and its automation is still open, important and completely unresolved. It is equally complex and open task of conceptualization to establish the connection between terms. The purpose of this work is to present a new approach for creating the subject domain models of jurisprudence as directed network of terms. A network of terms can be considered as a model of some subject domains. In this work of terms, nodes correspond to the individual words and phrases in the text and the edge to the links between them. The process of ontology creating is usually very complex and resource intensive, and besides this, it's still an unresolved scientific and practical problem. Next, I briefly describe the main part of processing text documents, such as formation of the corpus of text documents, tokenization, lemmatization, stop word removal, stemming process, and terms weighting. The initial stage of the creation of a network of terms is the formation of a corpus of text documents. For the research, it was used the freely accessible web search engine, which indexed the full text of scientific publication Google Scholar. At this stage, the annotation of articles at the query, the criminal law and copyright law were downloaded. For preliminary lexical analysis, breaking text up into its single word tokens, tokenization process was made. The process of lemmatization is detailed described on this slide. The process of lemmatization returns the dictionary form of the word. Also, it was proposed to remove stop words that have no semantic strength, that is, informationally unimportant ones, as well as bigrams containing at least one stop word and trigrams that start or end with a stop word. Also, the format stop dictionary was expanded by adding other stop words that were identified by experts within the considered subject domain. After the stage described above for combining the words that have a common root into a single word, it's proposed to carry out the process of stemming. After the preprocessing stage, the weighting and extraction of key terms are made. To form a time series, this work uses global term frequency as the modification of classical statistical weight indicator to a FDF. This function reflects the terms to number. This approach allows having a high statistical indicator of importance for informationally important in global context element of text. In this network, the compactified horizontal visibility graph algorithm for creating terminological ontologies of subject domain for key terms is used. In general, a network of terms, which using the compactified horizontal visibility algorithm, is created in 3 stages. At the first stage, a number of nodes marked on the horizontal exists, each of which corresponds to terms in order in which they appear in the text, and the weight values, the numerical estimates, are marked on the vertical axis. At the second stage, a graph of horizontal visibility is created. At the third stage, the network that obtained on the previous steps is compactified. The nodes that correspond to the same terms are combined into a single node. The obtained undirected network of terms is called the compactified horizontal visibility graph. The next step is to calculate the weight values corresponding to the terms in the compactified horizontal visibility graph. In this work, for this goal, the HIS algorithm was used. Figure 2 describes the main idea of this algorithm. Next, an expert method determines the required size, number of nodes of created network of natural hierarchies of terms, and words, bigrams and trigrams, which have the highest weight of the corresponding nodes in a compactified horizontal visibility graph according to the HIS algorithm, are selected. Figure 3 shows the three-tier model of the network of natural hierarchies of terms. In this network, duration of links between the key terms are determined according to the rule. A word is a part of two-term phrase or three-term phrase, and the two-term phrase is a part of three-term phrase. The final step is the visualization of the created network of natural hierarchies of terms for a set of scientific articles related to the subject domain of criminal law. Using the software for modeling and visualization of graph, CHVG, the created network of terms were visualized and analyzed. Also, the created network of natural hierarchies of terms for a set of scientific articles related with copyright law was visualized and analyzed. In conclusion, the method for creating a network according to the word and phrase, the algorithm for creating a network of natural hierarchies of terms, was presented. The network of natural hierarchies of terms for a set of text documents thematically related to the criminal law and copyright law was created, visualized, and analyzed. The network of natural hierarchies of terms, created fully automatically, can be considered as the basis for further automated generation of terminological ontologies with the participation of experts. The structuration of data distributed in modern networks, the formation of network of subject domain based on automatically extracted terms, will help to simplify the task of retrieving, analyzing, and extracting information. The convenient visual presentation of network of terms will contribute to the development and improvement of the conceptual and terminological framework, particularly in the legal sphere and the harmonization of national and international law. Thank you all for attention and watching my presentation.